Talk to me about playing pro ball and what it was like going from the college game to the pro game.
So the game from the college to pros is, it's different. Like I said, it's definitely, that's why you need to watch the pro game as you're coming out of college, so you can adjust quicker. It's definitely more on the solo side versus the team side. Obviously, you still play with the team, you still play as a team and everything like that. But it's definitely, you have to be able to break someone down one-on-one and stuff like that, especially if you're a guard. You have to be able to do that. Everything's not just the system and the fundamental stuff as like in college. In the pros, it's more so like, you got to be able to handle your own and do your own thing. And that was my biggest adjustment coming from Virginia Tech, just being able to come out and be able to break someone down by myself and go score by myself. As a scorer, like, you have to have that in your game regardless. So it's definitely something I had to learn, because at Virginia Tech, it was less that, and it was more team fundamental ball, swing the ball, next pass, extra pass, three on the pass and stuff like that. So that's mainly the big difference. But other than that, especially if you're going to play overseas, there's also the mental adjustment, just being able to be over there by yourself and knowing that your family is really far from you, but also you've got that time difference. So there's a lot of times when I was in Poland, I was waiting for America to wake up, about a 6-hour difference. And you can't do that going overseas. You have to stay where you're at in the present and just have fun while you're there. Because if you're too busy thinking about the U.S., you're not going to be as successful as you should be.
For sure. You've been playing basketball and working hard since you were a kid, but when did becoming a pro, when did it seem attainable? Like, when did you feel like it was really real, like you could really do it?
Honestly, I've always been that kind of kid where if I put my mind to something, I'm going to get it. So I was a 5-year-old saying I'm going to be a pro basketball player. And there were times when I was, 8 or 9, and I'd still say I'm going to be a professional basketball player. And people, like adults, would be like, you need to have a different plan. Like, there's no way you could be a professional. Like, just random adults would tell me stuff like that. Because, I'm a kid. So they're like, no, like, you need to be more realistic, stuff like that. So, I've always had the mentality, I'm going to go pro. I'm going to play pro because I want to. And I'm going to do it because I work hard enough for it. So I never really had a time where I was like, oh crap, like I really am going to go pro. I was always like, no, I'm going to do it and I'm going to achieve it and I'm going to show people how good I am.
For sure. What was the process like when you you're from your last college game to becoming a pro? What are some of the steps in between finishing college, your college career, and becoming a pro?
Honestly, it wasn't much different, that process, because you don't know what to expect as a pro. You just have to go in there and do it. It's just working out the same way you were before, getting that work in, getting those shots up, playing, lifting, and being able to finish my academic career. When I went to Minnesota training camp, I actually hadn't even graduated college yet. So I was still in classes, but my professors were really lenient on helping me be able to leave a little bit early and do the rest of my stuff online. So, the main thing is just sticking to it and not thinking that you finally made it, because you still got a lot of work to do.
You kind of just touched on it a little, but what keeps you motivated to just keep going even after you've seen so much success, high school, college, now pro? Like, what drives you to just keep going?
I just want to be the best. So I feel like I haven't gotten there yet. Obviously, part of being the best is being in the league too. And I'm not in the league right now. I had that little mishap last year and I ended up getting released. So my thing is just to keep working, because I have goals to achieve, and I want to prove everybody wrong, like I said. So that's one of the things that keep me going, that keep me hungry, that I just want to sit there and get to where I need to get and get to where I want to get. And even when I do that, I want to be the best. So that's going to keep me working too.
For sure. What would be your number one advice to somebody out there that's trying to make it?
Trying to make it to college or trying to make it pro?
Trying to make it to college, pro, just somebody that's trying to be successful, period.
Stick with it, because there's going to be days where you want to quit, especially on the college level. There are days where you are tried. there are days where you want to quit, because, a lot of stuff happens behind the scenes that a lot of people don't get to see. But it's definitely playing that mental game, because at the end of the day, you want to achieve something for yourself. And it has nothing to do with those people that you're around right now. They're not going to pay your bills when you're older, and you need to figure out how you can help yourself succeed. Like, at the end of the day, it's a you game. That's what it is. That's what life is. And it's just sticking with it, because, you're going to hate yourself when you get older and you didn't stick with it. So that's definitely something to just keep moving forward on and don't have any regrets.
For sure. You touched on